Well, basically, I think, my opinion, the American dream is the ability for an individual to live in this country no matter wherever they have come from, and to be able to raise a family, have a secure job, and to just have their dreams fulfilled as to what they think life is all about. And this country, I think, allows that to happen, and I think it's very achievable. But one has to have themselves in the right frame of mind to accomplish that dream of having a solid family, a good job, and hardworking, and to prosper. And this country allows that. No, yeah, I think it depends on the individual, what they think the dream might be. But I think everybody, as being a human being, wants to do well for not only themselves but their families. We as humans, no matter where you come from, if you come from, Japan or China or Russia, the Middle East, or whether your family comes from England in the past and they sailed ships over here, like my family did. It just, the American dream is certainly achievable. You really just have to work for it, and it doesn't come for free.
Okay.
Freedom is not free. Well, I'd like to think so. I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53 here in January 9th. But I have a solid family, in my opinion. I feel that. My daughters are doing well. That's the main thing. My immediate family is doing well. They work hard. And I'm happy where I am in life right now. And, I've gone through all of the steps, working my way to this point to achieve what I've achieved. And I've had to work really hard for it. It doesn't come, like I said, for free. I've had to work for it. Whether it be through my education. I have a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. I also have a master's degree in elementary education, and I have a master's plus 30 through Truman State in elementary education. And I've had to work really hard for that. I couldn't, that stuff just doesn't come. And it's not just a piece of paper. A certification shows your accomplishments, and that's what, when people go to interview you for a job, they look at all of your accomplishments and how much work you've put in and dedication to see if they want to put you into that position to represent maybe their company, or in my case, their school district.
Okay, and do you think, you mentioned you have daughters, do you think there'll also be a point where you'll be happy that your daughters have accomplished your American dream? Would that also make you feel like you more accomplished your American dream?
Yeah, you're right. Yes, absolutely. So, they're straight A students. They work very hard. And to see that they're working that hard to accomplish and reach their goals, so that ultimately they can have, that solid job. And it doesn't have to be a high-paying job. It could be a job you're happy with. If you're happy with your job and you can pay your bills, and sustain and live well, then that's good. I think that's a good thing. I wouldn't go into the job just for money. I tell them that, what they're looking for college. But you have to earn a living. You have to be able to pay your bills. So, but make sure you're happy with what you want to do as a career. That's the first thing, and then see if that career can sustain you. And that's what we talk about even today. Yeah. So yeah, I think them being prosperous and them being successful just validates everything I've done in my entire life. Yeah.
All right, my first question is, what do you think is the American dream?
The American dream is fulfilling your dreams, your hopes, your plans for you, for your family, without jeopardizing other people's right to do the same.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I suppose everybody has their own take on it, but I would imagine right or wrong, I would imagine that a lot of people have some similar idea for what the American dream is. And I think the American dream is the ultimate ideal for everyone to achieve, because it's a theory, it's a thought, ideology, but yeah, I have no idea what other people might think.
Okay, but do you think there are like similar ideas between like other people's like American dream, like having a family or having like a successful job or whatnot?
Everybody has their own goals. I would imagine uh, to seek out and fulfill your dreams would probably be the American dream. Maybe that includes a family, maybe it doesn't. Maybe that includes owning a house, maybe it doesn't. It just depends on the individual's, I guess, perspective, take on life, what their personal goals are, what they want to achieve with their life. And so maybe that means a similar goal for all people. Probably not.
Okay.
Like it's not the 1950s, right? Like
Yeah.
it's people have changed and have gotten more aware.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe evens a playing field in terms of what the American dream stands for, but it also separates or distinguishes what that dream might look like compared to what it might have looked like 100 years ago.
Yeah, so like when people's thought change, people's perspective of the American dream changes throughout the years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's still a general idea. It's still the same ultimate goal
Yeah.
of fulfilling your dreams without causing harm to another person trying to do likewise.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't think it's like one. I don't think the family is the ultimate goal. I don't think it might be for individuals, but I don't think from person to person. I don't think that is a commonality. I think fulfilling having the opportunity to fulfill and succeed in your goals is probably the American dream.
Yeah, I feel like it's like more like a generalization kind of thing, where it's like, all right, you have a family, a job, like a house. I feel that's just more like the general idea of what the American dream, what most people think, but it does change from person to person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm on the way. I'm not probably I'm not where I want to be,
Yeah.
but I'm really close to being there.
Okay.
I have a great relationship. I have a roof over my head. I have a stable career, and I love what I do. So like I'm really close.
One quote I could relate to was a quote from The Great Gatsby. It's from Mr. Gatz, and he says, Jimmy was bound to get ahead. He always had some resolves like this or something. Do you notice what he's got about improving his mind? He was always great for that. I found that as a common theme because the American dream, you're going to have to put some hard work and dedication, and during that particular moment in the novel, Mr. Gatz showed Nick Mr. Gatsby's book. It was like a schedule. It was like what to do. It was like, okay, a certain time you gotta work. Certain time you gotta like do some homework. Certain time you gotta work out. But then below that there was some resolutions like stop smoking, stop drinking, be better to his parents. It showed that at a young age, Mr. Gatsby had a discipline and was able to achieve his goals. Well, there may not have been huge goals, but they were small steps that would eventually lead to his, American dream.